Hello from Inside Drug Discovery. This video describes a new drug, Kygevvi, which was recently approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This video emphasizes mostly the medicinal chemistry properties of the drug rather than clinical outcomes in patients. Kygevvi was approved on November 3rd of 2025. Kygevvi is approved for the treatment of thymidine kinase 2 deficiency in patients whose symptoms started on or before 12 years of age. Kygevvi contains two active pharmaceutical ingredients, doxorubicin and doxecitine. The drug is administered orally 3 times per day with a total daily dose of up to 800 milligrams. The sponsor for the NDA is UCB, which is a pharmaceutical company out of Belgium. A link to the prescribing information insert of Kygevvi is shown on this slide as well as in the video description. The indication for Kygevvi is thymidine kinase 2 deficiency, or TK2D. This condition is exceptionally rare, with only approximately 120 reported cases. The number of unreported cases is unknown but likely small. TK2D is a genetic disorder and involves a reduced ability to make or repair mitochondrial DNA. The issue is that thymidine kinase 2, which is found in the mitochondria, does not effectively make the nucleotides needed for DNA synthesis. Symptoms include muscle weakness and respiratory difficulty, even to the point of respiratory failure. So how does Kygevvi treat thymidine kinase 2 deficiency? Both active ingredients in Kygevvi, which are shown to the left, are nucleosides. So the drug contains nucleosides, thymidine, and deoxycytidine, putting aside the more formal non-proprietary names. As these nucleosides are absorbed by cells, kinases in the cytoplasm convert the nucleosides to nucleotides. Those nucleotides then enter the mitochondria and serve as a source of nucleotides to facilitate DNA synthesis. Keep in mind that the daily dose for this drug is up to 800 milligrams, so you do need to take a fairly large amount of these nucleosides to essentially flood the body with these compounds in order to get enough into mitochondria as nucleotides and alleviate patient symptoms. Note that Kygevvi is not a cure for thymidine kinase 2 deficiency, and patients will need to maintain treatment chronically to reduce their symptoms. All right, here is doxorubicin with its physicochemical properties. There is nothing remarkable here. These are small molecules. Again, we have some more physicochemical properties, this time for doxecitine. We have nothing eye-popping here either. The reported PK properties on the two APIs are quite limited relative to what is normally presented in the prescribing information. We have the half-life of doxorubicin at 5 hours and doxecitine at 1 hour, and really not that much more information. Normally I would talk about metabolism and excretion of the APIs, but these compounds do not undergo standard drug metabolism. They are not broken down by CYP enzymes. Instead, these compounds, which are naturally present in the body, are degraded through other pathways. In the case of doxorubicin, the nucleobase is hydrolyzed from 2-deoxyribose. Thymine is then reduced and subsequently hydrolyzed to generate carbon dioxide and 3-amino-isobutyric acid. The degradation pathway for doxecitine is similar. According to the prescribing information, less than 1% of either API is excreted unchanged in the urine. Kygevvi has some safety concerns. The prescribing information warns of elevated liver enzymes in the plasma and some gastrointestinal effects. The adverse reactions observed in at least 5% of patients are consistent with the stated warnings. That brings us to the end of this summary of the approval of the new drug application of Kygevvi, which was granted by the U.S. FDA on November 3rd of 2025. Kygevvi contains two active pharmaceutical ingredients, doxribtimine and doxecitine. Kygevvi is approved for the treatment of thymidine kinase 2 deficiency. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Your comments and questions are always welcome. Take care.